Good morning, Patreon. If you're not into tea talks about nothing for a hot minute, this ain't the video for you, but that's okay. There may or may not be nuggets in here for y'all. So we're up at Grandma's. Here's her little shed. And right out here was a pile of brush. It was probably 30 or 35 foot long, 12 foot wide, and in some places 4 foot high. I burned all of that yesterday. So we had a nice big old fire over here. And I've got more burning over here where that little oak is popping up. That whole area right there, that was also brush. I burnt all that yesterday. And mowed yesterday. As you can see, well, or not see. There you go, that's all been mowed. Grandma likes to get out here and rake up the grass clippings for her compost, and I believe she's now throwing it straight on her garden as well. So that's what that is. That's a grass clippings pile. And I've got some other stuff to do out here today. I've got 2 beehives to build. That a client, friend, sister bought. She bought 2 of them, and she said, I'll make you a deal. If you build both of them, you can keep one. I said, that sounds cool. But I got to do that. There's pine brush back in here. That's got to be burnt. There's cedar brush over here. That's got to be drug and burnt. It's probably about 40 yards from the cedar pile to the fire. And I got this. This is all cedar lumber right here. 2x8s and 6x6s. From Texas. I gotta move them somewhere. Man, I am straight up addicted to these cracked pepper sunflower seeds. And then I've got about, I don't know, 25 sheets of 3/4 tongue and groove OSB out here. That's now about inch and 1/8 OSB because it's all swelled from the weather. And it doesn't need to be here. What I need to decide is, does it need to be anywhere? Look at that, fire just kicked off. Can you see the flames? We just went from smoke to flame. Had a big old bed of coals there from last night, but it's been so wet around here, I wasn't worried about this burning out of control. So, you know, it's September right now while I'm filming this. It'll probably be October by the time you guys see this, and this is an off month for us. I'm still in the midst of a Nazarite vow, which is why my hair is so long and my beard is unkempt. And it's supposed to be downtime for me, and what that means really is that it's downtime-ish from work for me, but that there's still a whole hell of a lot of stuff that needs to get done here in the homestead. So I'm going to do my best to bring you all along on today's ride as we do that. The next thing I'm going to do is feed some more brush on top of this fire. It's going good now, and then get started on these beehives. I was gonna say bird houses, but they're not bird houses. But I was thinking to myself last night laying in bed, because I'm awesome, what kind of birds, or what kind of natural enemies, what kind of birds eat red wasps, or what kind of natural enemies do red wasps have? I haven't researched that yet, but I got a lot of red wasps, so I'm gonna figure that out as well. And yeah, it's just gonna be a homesteady day. Stand by. So this here thing, all these parts require glue and clamps, and I'm not even sure if I have any of those. Clamps I don't think I have, but I do have ratchet straps, which is a thing, believe me. Worked in a wood shop. But I gotta go see if I have glue. So we're gonna go see if we have glue. We might as well walk. So it's been a while since we walked and talked Patreon. What else is on my to-do list this week? And it's Wednesday, by the way. We just got feed yesterday, 640 pounds, 680 pounds, 680 pounds of feed. 80 of it was for chickens and 600 of it was for sheep. So that was fun. And we have Sukkot coming up soon. So we need to fatten these sheep up like it's their job, because it is, because they're meat. And so that's gonna be fun. Should have a bunch of awesome people here when that happens. And we got handrails on the stairs. What else do I need to do? I gotta take a chainsaw to the shop, have it worked on, the big one, 066 Magnum. And I gotta go pay rent at the office. I gotta finish milling my logs because I need to have my logs milled so that I can get my bridge built, hopefully this month. And in the process of doing that, I gotta take a backhoe and dig out the creek. And when I dig that out, I'm gonna pull those stones out, and those stones are gonna get used for fire pits around here, one of which being underneath the rustic gazebo, which I have approximately 5 weeks to get rafters and a roof on and trench in a power line to it and hang some lights in it for Sukkot. And I need to do that because I gotta roll the grill underneath it so that we can cook, and then figure out how we're gonna roast not one but 2 sheep to feed all the people that we're gonna have here for Sukkot. Say nothing of all the mowing that still needs to get done, and the weed eating, and decommissioning the garden. We're gonna chop and drop all the weeds that are in there, then cover that over and let it sit till spring to hopefully kill off any further weeds that are in there. And oh, I got a flat tire on one of the mowers. I got 2 goats over there that sound like they're hungry and want to be let out. So we can go let them out in the search for wood glue. Got a bunch of chickens hatching. There's one, there she is. Let's see if we can go get her. See if we can go get her. Stand by. So, little chicken babies. Got to stack the compost pile again because it now contains a cow. And the nighttime creatures apparently are fond of aged beef. So, and for everybody who's gonna ask, we did not eat said cow. Here you go, Gorilla Wood Glue. We did not eat said cow because I was unsure. Well, she had antibiotics in her, and I didn't want to have to deal with that. So, and she was not well, and I didn't want to wait 3 more weeks for the course of antibiotics to run out of her system so that we could then butcher and eat her, because I thought the most ethical thing to do was to kill her and put her out of her misery rather than wait 3 weeks so that we could get, I don't even know what we would have gotten, 30 pounds of ground beef off of her maybe. So yeah, not that I'm opposed to having 30 pounds of ground beef, but that wasn't the right thing to do. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on, goat puppies. Goat puppies. They got some kind of ridiculous names that my wife gave them. I think one of them's Coco and one of them's Peanut. I named them Rocky and Adrian, but that apparently was not sufficiently cute enough. Come on. Or don't. Good goat. Good goat. Perfect. Just like that. Just like that, only better. Yep. Keep it up the good work. Yep. There you go. Eat weeds. All right. We're on the same page. Wood glue in hand. Let's go back up to Grandma's. What else is going on around here? Oh, I got to organize the barn because it's turned into kind of a stuff storm here lately because we've been busy. When you get busy, you get sloppy, and yeah. So that's got to be done. I got my 2.5 pallets of bolt to block over here from my bridge that I've got to put my bridge together, shoot videos on bolt to block. Because our awesome brother JK Iron Man provided that and 3 beams for a bridge that has not happened yet. I got this pile of gravel over here that needs to get spread, but right now it's making a convenient backstop for a piece of plywood to staple handgun targets onto, because I'm not shooting my Taurus G2C as well as I would like to. So, well enough, but not as well as I would like to. I actually did some training at Chauffeur Mountain and was unimpressed. Should have done way better than I did. And that's just a function of practice. It's weird. My first shot, no problem. My second shot, all running low left. I think it might just be a function. I'm not anticipating the shot. I'm not healing. I'm not flinching. I think it may just be a function of the size of the gun versus the size of my hand, that when I manipulate the trigger mechanically, because I've put a couple hundred rounds of slow fire through it now, and I think that mechanically, because of the size of my hand and the trigger pull of the G2C, it's a good little gun, but you have to bring that trigger all the way back against the back of the trigger guard. Can you all see that? There you go. See that? It's got to come all the way back in order to actuate that trigger. And there's just, I have too much real estate in my paw, I think. I don't know. Probably be going back to a Glock 19 and put this one in the safe or on my wife's hip or whatever else. It's chugged ammo flawlessly. It does a great job. It just, I think, is the wrong size for my hands. Just a little too small. So, but $200 9mm, worth every penny. Shall we build these things, or at least try? We report, you decide. All right, that was entirely too tedious. Y'all are probably not even here anymore because I'm bored to death. I can't imagine what it'd be like to actually watch that. But I'll spin this around and show you what we're looking at, and then I've got to drag more brush and make another one of these, and I'm not going to involve you guys in that because that's boring as hell. But maybe I'll see you guys more in a bit after that. But here, I'll show you what this thing looks like, question mark. Shazam, we're on the dark side of it. Now, understand that I know nothing about keeping bees. I know 2 things about bees. 1, that's where honey comes from. And 2, if they sting me, I need an EpiPen. That's what I know about bees. Oh, and I guess 3, they're good for pollination. But yeah, there's that. And 4, there's a single page of instructions that comes with this thing from China. It's really useful, and the dovetails from China don't fit all that well, and this is a softwood. It's cedar or a cedar wannabe. It's probably eastern red cedar.
Did you brush your teeth?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Was it fabulous? How do your teeth smell good now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have cavities?
No.
No more cavities? Okay, good job.
Yay! Good job. So good.
Okay, I'm back inside with an air conditioner and a toddler, and that's gonna do it for the right now because my shirt was completely soaked through with sweat, and it's pushing lunchtime, and I think the rest of the day is going to be an inside-y kind of day. Might do a little prosperity stuff. Might do a little grindstone stuff. Might nap. Certainly hydrate. Might have a glass of lemonade. Yeah, but that's gonna do it on the homesteady things. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of really good homestead channels out there, and we're not one of them. But happy to have you along for the ride. So, shalom and blessings, y'all.